Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we're going to look at one of the newer commanders that was printed in Modern Horizons 3, Rosheen Roaring Prophet. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Rosheen Roaring Prophet is a 4-mana 4/4 legendary giant shaman. When she enters the battlefield, we mill 6 cards. We may then put a card with an X in its mana cost from among them into our hand. Additionally, we may tap her and reveal any number of cards in our hand that have an X in their mana cost. We then add 2 colorless mana to our mana pool for each card revealed this way, but we can only use that mana on cards that contain X. So this will be an X spell deck. I wanted to include as many as possible, so that also means we're going to include a ton of ramp as well. Now, some people will say that you don't want to run cards like Mana Flare as your mana ramp, but I feel that unless your deck is specifically designed to run with 20 or 30 mana on turn 5, Mana Flare won't help your opponents as much as it helps you. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. Years before this channel was sponsored by Ultimate Guard, they were always my #1 choice when it comes to sleeves or deck boxes. Pick up Ultimate Guard products at your local game store or order them on Amazon. Link down below. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm going to be streaming on Musings by Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are spent talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our lands consist of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Wooded Foothills, Scalding Tarn, Verdant Catacombs, Stomping Ground, Spire Garden, Rockfall Vale, Rootbound Crag, Commercial District, Highland Forest, Wooded Ridgeline, Cinderglade, Karplusan Forest, Crag Crown Pathway, Game Trail, Gruul Turf, Scavenger Grounds, 8 Mountains, and 11 Forests. Pretty straightforward. Our ramp package consists of Rosheen Meanderer, Goldvein Hydra, Nexos, Animist's Awakening, Sporocyst, Elementalist's Palette, Goblin Anarchomancer, Fanatic of Ronus, Selvala Heart of the Wilds, Heartbeat of Spring, Magus of the Vineyard, Collective Voyage, Tempt with Discovery, Mana Flare, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Cultivate, and Kodama's Reach. Yes, I know that's a lot. Trust me, we need it. For card advantage, we've got Pinnacle Monk, Lifeblood Hydra, Garruk's Uprising, Reap the Past, Rites of Flourishing, Return of the Wild Speaker, Inspiring Call, Big Score, Momentous Fall, Jeska's Will, and Eternal Witness. A good mix of traditional card draw and graveyard recursion. For interaction, we have Hell to Pay, Pest Infestation, Voracious Hydra, World Soul's Rage, Apocalypse Hydra, Steelbane Hydra, Clouth's Will, Silk Guard, Heroic Intervention, Electrodominance, Beast Within, Fall of the Titans, Return to Nature, Abrade, and Banefire. To reset the board, we've got Blasphemous Act, Delayed Blast Fireball, and Starstorm. Pretty straightforward. The core of our deck consists of Nyxborn Hydra, Crackle with Power, Stone Coil Serpent, Shivan Devastator, Comet Storm, Jaya's Immolating Inferno, Hungering Hydra, Savageborn Hydra, Neverwinter Hydra, Hooded Hydra, Genesis Hydra, Primordial Hydra, Ochre Jelly, Walking Ballista, and Unbound Flourishing. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 56 mana sources split between 37 lands, 18 pieces of ramp, and 1 MDFC. High, I know, but we're trying to generate a lot of mana in this deck, so it's fine. 11 pieces of card advantage, 15 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Return to Nature and Scavenger Grounds, 1 sudden I win card in Unbound Flourishing. Okay, so it's not exactly a win condition, but anything that doubles the size of our X creatures or copies our X spells helps us to close out the game very quickly. We're not a combo deck, but not every deck needs to be combo focused. What we're trying to do with this deck is to ramp as hard as possible in order to make our X creatures enormous. We don't ever want to cast a spell where X is less than 5. We want big spells that we can use to destroy our opponents. Ideally, we have the biggest spells and the biggest creatures at the table. Or we just get a Mana Flare and a Heartbeat of Spring on board and then kill the table with a Crackle with Power. Are you building a Rosheen Roaring Prophet deck? What about one of the other commanders from Modern Horizons 3? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Mark, Borgie, Naswin, Midge, Alex, Conga, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Austin, William, Pye, Turner, Triz, Scott, and Kazaris. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.